Okay, so I just wanted to show you the patient turning into the LPO and RAO positions in order to demonstrate the duodenal bulb and profile for an upper GI exam. So we have our patient here in an AP position, anatomical position. We can imagine that the whiteboard behind him is the table that he's lying on, and that we are over here at the X-ray tube looking at him in the same direction as the path of our beam, which would be an AP projection. So I'm going to rotate the patient into what we would call a left posterior oblique, LPO, meaning the left posterior side will be against the table. I'm just going to kind of rotate him around. His right arm is coming towards us. That is an LPO position. So what we're looking for is this duodenal bulb or duodenal bulb here in profile. So I'm going to turn him back AP very slowly. All right, so we can get just a view. Here's his stomach, AP. It kind of dips posteriorly a little bit more, more on some people than other people, but there's a little, superimposition happening here where the duodenal bulb is right after the pylorus of the stomach, all right? So it's kind of like they shaded it a little bit lighter in color, that where the duodenal bulb is. So here we go, I'm gonna rotate them, LPO position. See, now we'll see it in profile. Now we'll see the duodenal bulb in profile and the C loop in profile. LPO position. All right, now if we just imagine, instead of the whiteboard being the table, if we imagine that we're under the table looking up at our patient and he's laying face down on the table, that would mean that his right anterior side is against the table, and that would place him in an RAO position. So this kind of is also showing you that an LPO position of the patient on an X-ray, when we take the X-ray, will look, and that anatomical structures will be turned in the same way and look very similar on an RAO positioned X-ray. AP, LPO, if this is the board or the table behind him. If the table is in front of him and he's face down, we would call it an RAO position. But for both X-rays, LPO or RAO, the anatomy will still look the same on the X-ray.